After developing one of the most successful composting systems in the country, Sonoma Compost was forced to close last year. What, if anything, would you have done differently than our current supervisors to prevent its closing, and what will you do in the future to reopen it?
I don't know what I could have done to close it because basically all the forces gathered against it to get it closed in the area it's in. I used to actually go up there, my partner and I, we have veggie beds, and we bought our home new and we put in all the veggie beds. They're organic. We used the compost from up there at the reclamation center. You know, it was great. They just took their big backhoe, dumped it into the back of the truck, and we could go, and it felt good, and we knew that where it came from was our own land. You know, when I put things into my green bin, I want to know that it's not just going for compost, but it's also staying in the county, because when we have to ship something like that out, we're basically adding to our carbon footprint. It's not very environmentally friendly, and we're losing a resource. You know, a lot of people, the only way they could afford topsoil and reasonably, you know, healthy topsoil, and you could actually buy it in different levels of decomposition. You know, there was, I think, like 4 different piles that you could get it from, depending on how broken down the soil was. And for me, you know, if people now have to go out and buy something like, you know, grab and grow or any of these other things, you're basically, it's not cost effective. It's you know, a lot of these have chemicals in them already in order to prevent weeds. I believe that you just take, it's the absolute heat, the heat that's involved when you compost that breaks down all of that and then makes it healthier to put back in. We ourselves, we have a worm bin and we have a compost pile. So anything outside of citrus, of course, because citrus and worms, as you know, do not go together. The quickest way to kill your poor little worms is to put citrus in your worm bins. Just if you didn't know that, heads up, don't ever put orange peels or lemon peels in your worm bin. For me, I understand that it might not be able to go to the facility it's going in because where it's at right now, it's reached its limits by state guidelines. That's why I was saying I don't know if there was much the county could have done to keep it where it's at because of state mandates. But I don't understand, considering how much open land we have in this county, as well as what the county actually owns, we couldn't find a place to take the compost itself. I mean, when it's picked up by the trucks, it goes into its own separate truck. So these trucks do not have to go to the county landfill in order to have a compost area. It can go to another area, and it would actually be an economic boon for whatever area actually got it. I think we would have different areas vying for us to put a compost facility in their area just to add to the economy in that area. There's also, you know, I love the concept of capturing methane that's created from when you do composting. And I don't think we do enough of that because you can capture the methane. When you capture the methane from when you're breaking down compost, you can actually fuel the energy needs of the actual facility. So if we were able to find another place and build a new facility, I'd want to incorporate you know, the ability to capture the methane and to use it to then power the facility.